Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Major. I'm one of the band directors at McDonald Middle School. First of all, I'd like to thank you for being here. As you know, this is a really important night for a whole bunch of reasons, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. First thing, if you haven't scanned the QR codes around the room, that's the program for the night. It's got all the information about all the songs, all the stories behind the songs. And then if you could, take your cell phone and make sure that it's set to something that doesn't make sound. You are more than welcome to record. If you do, please make sure that your screen is dark and that your light is off. That's very distracting for the players up here, but you are more than welcome to. We are audio recording it, and it will be posted online for later listening. We're going to start the concert with the McDonald Middle School beginner band under the direction of Miss Kayla Reeves. Okay, so we're going to move all this along pretty quickly because we have a lot of things planned. Thank you so much that was Inception. Again, there's a story behind all that. Back in April, we did solo contest, and we want to recognize the students who did really, really well in solo contest. So if you earned a 1 on your solo, would you please stand up? And then there's a smaller group that earned a rating that's called 1 with honors. That is saved for the best of the whole contest. So if you earned a 1 with honors, please stand up. Since the beginning of January, we have been doing this thing called Scale-Olympics. All the 7th and 8th graders did it. This is where they learn their 7th and 8th grade scales. There are too many people to have stand up and do anything. It would take like 30 minutes. So in your program, all their names are listed with their achievements that they have. Please look at that later. Today they got Scale-Olympic certificates in class. They also got honor certificates in class. So please ask to see those. The next thing is one of my favorite things that we do. We have a composer in residence today. His name is Jorge Vargas. I've known Mr. Vargas for 5 or 6 years, and he's done this before, but I thought it was really special. We are going to be doing some world premieres tonight, and he's here to conduct his music. He was with us all day long and ran his stuff. The kids ask questions all day long about things, so we're very happy to have Mr. Vargas here. And he's going to come out and conduct his tune named Summer Thunder. Okay, so we are going to save all of the thanks that we're going to do for the very end. It makes no sense to do all the thanks, do all the things. So we're just going to go through and save that for the end. And I've been telling all the classes, you're going to see a grown man cry tonight, and it's going to happen. So I apologize because I'm an ugly crier. So there we go. Okay, so, but first we need to give out some awards for this group. I'm going to bring up Miss Reeves to talk about the Woodwinds.
Okay, so we have a few awards to give out for each section. So I'm going to give out the Woodwinds Awards. So the first award I have tonight is Outstanding Flute. So this is going to go to Allison Cordova Velasco. All right, next is Outstanding Oboe. This is going to go to Jackson Ramos. All right, the next award is Outstanding Bassoon. This is going to go to Selena Robinson. All right, next is Outstanding Clarinet. This is going to go to Melanie Casas. My steps in tonight. And our next award is Outstanding Saxophone. This is Jacob Mendoza Perez. All right, now I also have, of all of those students, we also have an Outstanding Overall Woodwind to give. This person is such an overachiever. They work insanely hard. He actually broke a school record this year by passing off all of his beginner skills, his advanced skills, and even his high school full range skills. So if he did all that in beginner band, I just can't wait to see what he's going to do throughout his time in band. So the overall Outstanding Woodwind Award goes to Jackson Ramos. And I have one more award to give out today. This is the Beginner Woodwind Section of the Year. This group is so positive, so eager to succeed and help each other get better. They had the most students finish Phase 1 of Scale Olympics, and they've just been a joy to teach and a joy to end my day with every day. So the Outstanding Woodwind Section of the Year is the Double Reed Section. Please stand up. Double Reed, stand up.
All right, on to the brass. The Outstanding Trumpet Award goes to Kayla Solis Collins. The Outstanding French Horn is Kayan Honga. Outstanding Trombone, Roman Garza Villarreal. Outstanding Euphonium, Ivan Lara Garza. Outstanding tuba is Gael Villa. And the outstanding brass player for this year is Kayla Solis Collins. All right, now I'd like to introduce Mr. Chris Jones to come give the percussion award.
The award for outstanding percussion goes to Allison Valdez.
We're going to close our portion of the concert with probably their favorite piece. It is called Mechanical Monsters, and then when they're done, yeah, let's say when you play. And then when they're done, we're going to transition to the next thing. So this is Mechanical Monsters. Oh, I'm so sorry, excuse me. Section of the Year for Brass. See, this is why I'm in her. The outstanding section of the year for the brass is the French horns. What's sad is it's written right there and I still missed it. Okay, now we're going to play Mechanical Monsters.
next band we have for you tonight is the concert band, featuring our setup crew / percussion crew. The North Mesquite band directors are playing with them tonight. So this is the concert band under the direction of Mr. Mike Major.
Okay, so same thing with this group. We're going to, we've already given them a lot of these awards, but we want them to be able to stand up. So they had solo contests the same day the beginners did. So if you earned a 1 on your solo, please stand up. And if you earned a 1 with honors on your solo, please stand up. And so now it's time for Mr. Vargas to come back. This one is real special because this one is the sequel to Summer Thunder that you heard with the beginners. The other really cool thing is this is a world premiere. Nobody has ever played this ever before in public. Now, we've heard it on the computer, we have a recording of it, but this is the first time this has ever been performed in history. So it's very, very cool to not only do that, but to have Mr. Vargas here. So here's Mr. Vargas with Winter Fire. some awards to hand out here. Our first award is the Esprit de Corps Award. This is the person who goes above and beyond to do all the things that we ask of them. And this person has done everything we've asked them all year long, and more. So the Esprit de Corps for concert band goes to Jose Sarabia. And then we'll go ahead and do the section of the year now. This section, I believe, I'd have to double check, was always first to be done with our pass-offs. They showed up, they've been here, and they've done everything we've asked of them. So the section of the year this year is the trombones. Stand up, trombones. Then the outstanding concert band student this year, this person has just done everything we've asked, from pass-offs to being at everything. I don't think this person has ever been late for anything. So our outstanding concert band student is Ari Mancini. It's really hard to do that with a tube in your hand. So again, we're going to save all our big thanks for the end because there's no need to do it multiple times. We're going to close our portion of the concert with Dark Energy. McDonald Middle School Symphonic Band under the direction of Mrs. Kayla Reeves.
All right, thank you again so much for being here tonight. My name is Kayla Reeves, and this is the McDonald Symphonic Band. We're actually going to start our portion of the concert a little bit differently. We're going to actually open with the world premiere of El Fantasma by Mr. Jorge Vargas. So please welcome Mr. Vargas back onto the stage. We've had such a great time working on that, and I just can't get over how cool it is for these guys to get to work with such an amazing composer and to be the first band to play his music for him. It's just a really cool opportunity. So thank you, Mr. Vargas, for trusting us with your music and providing such an unforgettable experience for these kids. One of my favorite things about tonight is getting to brag about the awesome things this group has achieved. So I'm going to list a lot of things that they've done this year because they've just had an amazing year. So starting with Epic Waters in December, they actually earned a 1 as well as Best in Class, meaning of all the bands that performed that day in their division, the judge thought they performed at the highest level, which is awesome. They went on to the Poteet, you can clap, that's fine. They went on to the Poteet for UIL contest in February, where they also earned superior ratings, and they also earned Best in Class for the non-varsity division. They were chosen out of 6 great Mesquite Symphonic bands, so for the judges to choose them, that's a really, really big accomplishment. We actually realized today that every opportunity this band had to earn a Best in Class award, they did it. So that's crazy. That just shows the level of musicality they were able to achieve. So we're super proud of them. After that, they went on to the UIL contest where they earned straight 1s on stage and in sight reading, which is the highest possible ratings they can get. And then in April, we also went to the solo and ensemble contest. We had 32 students in this group earn a 1 on their solo. If you earned a 1 on your solo, will you please stand and be recognized? Earn 1 with honors as well. If you earned a 1 with honors on your solo, please stand and be recognized. All right, the next place we're going to play for you is really quite unique. lot of fun putting together. It's called After the Rain. It was written to reflect the moment after a huge storm where the rain stops and the clouds kind of part and the sun is shining and all is right in the world again. So we hope you enjoy After the Rain. Also got some awards to give out in this band tonight. So I'm going to start with Section of the Year. This section has been so reliable. They have all really improved significantly this year, and I've thrown a lot of challenges at them, and they've just done everything I've ever asked and more. So the Symphonic Band Section of the Year is the Clarinets. All right, we also have a Esprit de Corps Award in this group. This person is a really hard worker, very diligent, super reliable, always takes care of their stuff, and has just gone above and beyond everything we've asked. And just a quiet leader that leads by example. So the Symphonic Band Esprit de Corps Award this year goes to Bianca Lopez. Our final award tonight is the John Klein Award for Band. This is a Symphonic Band specific award, and this is just someone I know I can always count on to be prepared, consistently one of the first to finish pass-offs, and just sought extra challenges to go above and beyond and to improve on their instrument. So the Symphonic Band John Klein Award goes to Rose Andrade. said to save some time tonight. He's going to do a big thank you to anybody that impacted this program at the end. But the one person that he cannot thank is himself. So it's going to be hard. I apologize in advance if you see some crying tonight. My life changed forever ago, 8 years ago. My life changed forever 8 years ago when Mr. Major decided to take a chance on me as a first-year teacher right out of college. I didn't know then that saying yes to that job offer would be one of the best, most rewarding decisions I've ever made. I know I'm one of many, many people in the room tonight who Mr. Major has impacted, and I know I speak for many of us when I say that Mr. Major has not just been a teacher or a coworker or a mentor, but really a second dad to me. Anything Mr. Major is part of, he makes better. The growth of the McDonald Band Program over the last 20 years is evidence of that. But even more than success and superior ratings, Mr. Major's investment in all of us has shaped us forever. Mr. Major, thank you for the life lessons like slow and right is better than fast and wrong. To be early is to be on time. And my personal favorite, be safe, be smart, have fun. Thank you for all the work you selflessly do behind the scenes just to make all of our lives a little bit easier. Thank you for making all of us better, smarter, and kinder people. It has been a true honor to be your assistant, but it's an even greater honor to be your friend. So with all that said, I'd like to invite our fearless leader, Mr. Major, back onto the stage. I could repay you for all you've done, but I figured this was a good start. So I have here a plaque. It reads, "In appreciation and gratitude for a career of dedication, passion, and purpose. Congratulations, Mike Major, band director. Thank you for 32 years of inspiring young musicians, building character, and making a lasting impact in the field of education, and for 20 years at McDonald Middle School." Sorry, a couple more thank yous tonight before we play our last song. Parents, thank you for all you do for your students and for trusting me with your kids. Thank you for all the sacrifices you've made to support your students' music education. I hope you've seen that it's absolutely paid off. I'd also like to thank my parents who are actually here tonight on their 43rd wedding anniversary. Just like all the student parents in the room, my parents have always believed in me and supported my love of music. They made plenty of sacrifices so I could pursue this dream of mine, and I'm standing here today because of that, so I can't thank them enough. I also want to thank my husband, Wes, who is also here. His support is the reason I can keep going every day, and I'm just so grateful to be with someone who truly makes me a better person in all that I do. And on a personal note, this is also my last concert with the McDonald Band. And I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to thank this amazing community, current students, former students, parents, fellow teachers. Everyone has just been so good to me. I started my career here 8 years ago, and it's truly become a second home to me. I can't express how much I'm going to miss all of you and working with these kids, and I'm so blessed to have been a small part of this band program's incredible history. So thank you again for allowing me to experience that. It's ended up being perfect for this group, and they really enjoyed it. So it's called Bizarre. We really hope you enjoy it as well. Thank you so much. All right, the final band to perform tonight is the McDonald Honors Band for the last time under the direction of Mr. Mike Major.
Okay, that was a tune called Radiant Dances. We are kind of doing two of my favorite songs, other than the middle one, which is still my favorite, but just kind of a throwback to some of the things we've done before. These guys also competed in solo ensemble early in the year, so if you earned a 1 on your solo, please stand up. And then if you earned a 1 with honors on your solo, please stand up. So as Ms. Reeves said, it's been a really good year. You can see all the trophies that we have up here. I just want to mention 2 things. They had their UIL competitive season For those of you who don't know, UIL is kind of like Star for Band. Not really. My wife will yell at me if I say that, but kind of like Star for Band. And so we went to the Poteet PUL and earned superior ratings across the board, once from all judges, so give me a hand for that. And then we went to UIL about a week or two after that, and we earned a Sweepstakes Award, which is 3 ones on stage, and then 3 ones in sight reading, which is a tune you've never seen before, that you have 7 minutes to practice, and then you're graded on pretty much the same thing. So the Sweepstakes Award for this band and Mr. Hughes Band is a huge deal. So give them some applause for that. The next tune we're going to do, I'm going to let Mr. Vargas talk about it a little bit. The only thing I want to say is, this is a commission, meaning I reached out to him. I had this idea, we were talking about it earlier, I think it was October. I think I was at a marching contest. And I said, let's see if we can get a commission done. And so I called Mr. Vargas because he writes some incredible music, and asked him to write a commission. And we kind of came up with the idea together about what it was about. So I'm going to let him talk about it a little bit. And I'm going to go sit in the audience for this because I've rehearsed it, I've worked it, I heard it from the back today, but I've never heard it from the front, and I've never heard my band from the audience. So I'm going to go sit with my family in the audience while we do this last one. Mr. Vargas, you're up.
Good evening, everybody. Buenas noches a todos. When Mr. Major reached out to me, I was asking, what kind of piece would you like? What style? And he said, Paso Doble. And I'm like, oh, that's great. That's my favorite. Okay, it's going to be awesome. I already have these ideas in my head, you know. So then he reached out to me again and he said, you know, can you do a couple of things for me here? Can you do these instrument combinations? And I'm like, whoa, that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. You know, he wanted, you know, trumpet and flute. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. You know? And what he told me was that it was representing the members of his family and him, like if they were playing together, you know. And so what you're listening to is really Mr. Major intertwined with his family. And so I'm very honored to be conducting this piece tonight, and it means so much to me to be here doing this. So, Mr. Major, I hope you enjoy this.
Well, that was just a little surreal. After hearing all the work in that was, thank you, that was very nice. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about that because I'm going to do that in a second. We need to give out some awards before we get to the mushy part. We're going to give out 3 awards. The first award is the Section of the Year. This came down to 2 different sections, and it could have been either, and it would have been great for both of them. But the Section of the Year in the Honors Band is the French horn section. Now, I'm gonna pick on Jaden for a second. You see, he doesn't have an instrument. He broke his arm 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? So, a month. Okay, a month, sorry. And he has been sitting in rehearsal, doing the figures, but he physically can't play the French horn. We tried, but he physically can't. But he's here, and he's in the group because he wants to be in the group, and that's what makes me love all of this. Okay. Okay. The next award is the Esprit de Corps Award. This is the student that just is there for everything, does everything, is the spirit of this organization. I think that this person finished their pass-offs before anybody else. So the Esprit de Corps for Honors Band goes to Aaron O'Neill. Excuse me, the last award we're going to give out is the Director's Award for Band. This is a national award through the Instrumentalist magazine. I'm only allowed to give one a year. There are all kinds of rules about the students and what they have to do and have to earn. This is the highest achieving student. This person has done literally everything I've asked them for the last 3 years. From the first day of beginner band to 7th grade, 8th grade. It's just everything that we have given this student to do, they have done and done it at a very high level. So the Director's Award for Band goes to Oscar Torres. So I'm going to talk about the tune before I talk for a second. We're going to play excuse me, this is going to be hard. A song called Encanto. It's pre-movie, but it's the same kind of themes that you know if you know that movie. This was the first song that I closed my spring concert with on the first year of my career, so I thought it was a very fitting bookend to go to that. So we're going to, after I suffer through my stuff, we're going to close with Encanto. All right? So hold on. If you know me, you know I don't like to read, especially in public, because it doesn't come off the way I want it. Everything I've done so far, I have an outline, but this I have to read because it's that important to me that I get all of this right. I've practiced this many times in my head and out loud, and I can tell you, this is harder than any concert, contest, or rehearsal I've ever prepared for. This is going to take a second. I've been telling the kids all week they're going to see a grown man cry today. Well, get ready, it's already starting. For the last 20 years, For the last 20 years, McDonald Middle School has been so much more than my job. It's been my home away from home. It's been where I grew as an educator, a leader, and a person. It's where I plug my heart, my energy, and my beliefs in these students every single day, trusting that what we were doing here truly mattered. When I first got there 2 decades ago, I came to teach band. What I didn't know was this place would shape my life in ways I never could have imagined. McDonald gave me a community, gave me a purpose, and it gave me moments that will carry me forever. Over the years, I've had the honor of teaching thousands of students. I've watched sixth graders walk in unsure of themselves and walk out confident, capable, and proud. I've gotten to watch them go on to North Mesquite and earn countless honors and awards. I've seen students discover discipline, teamwork, resilience, and belief in themselves. Those lessons go far beyond music, and that is what matters so deeply to me. What I'm most proud of is not any trophy or any performance, but the culture that we've built here. A culture where excellence is expected, where students are supported, and they know that they belong. This culture belongs to this community, the students, the parents, the staff, and I was simply blessed to help guide it and develop it. I want to thank my principals, Kathy Swan, Deborah Bassinger, Jordan Simmons, and Tanisha Jackson, who believed in the power of fine arts and trusted me with something incredibly important, our students. This trust allowed this program to grow and thrive. There have been times where we butted heads, but it's always been done for what's best for the kids. To my colleagues and fellow educators, thank you for your professionalism, your support, your friendship. This work is not easy, and it's only possible because of people who care deeply and show up every day for kids. To the current North staff, Scott Reeves, Jake McLean, Ashlyn Bruns, Dill Lewis, Reagan Solis, Chris Jones, and all my former North colleagues, thank you so much for all the support that you've given, not only to me over the past 20 years, but to the students we send to you. It's always been a great feeling knowing that our students go to a school where band is supported and continues to instill the values that we started McDonald. To the parents, thank you for trusting me with your children. Thank you for the early mornings, the late nights, the concerts, the emails, the encouragement. Your partnership has meant more than you could ever know. I say this every year at every concert, deep, 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 deep down under that crusty middle school exterior and the audible eye rolls. They are glad you're here, past and present. I so appreciate you showing up for your kids and showing up here. Thank you so much for everything you've done, parents. To my students, past and present, you are the reason this place matters. You give purpose to every rehearsal, every performance, and every long day. I hope you carry what you learned here, your confidence, your discipline, and your sense of belonging with you wherever life takes you. And so you never forget, you will always be Goobers. There are a few people I need to thank individually. My parents are here. It's so wonderful to have my parents here for the last one. I thought my mom was in Alaska until just a little bit ago. So I saw her in the audience when we were moving kids. I was like, okay. So thank you all so much for making the trek down here. To my own kids, Grace and Max, thank you for sharing your dad with hundreds of students every year. Grace, every time I had to miss a dance recital for a band event, my heart broke a little bit. But watching you as a teacher now, it's healing my heart so quickly. I'm so proud of you, the woman that you've become. Max, very few teachers get the chance to teach their own kid. Fewer get to do it in something they love, and even fewer get to do it in a place that means so much. Teaching you at McDonald Watching you walk those halls, sit in my band hall, play trombone on the program has been one of the greatest honors of my entire career. I didn't just get to be your dad, I got to be your teacher too. I got to watch you as a musician, a teammate, and a young man right there in the place that shaped so much of my life. That experience is something I will cherish forever. I also want to thank my friend and co-teacher, Kayla Reeves. Kayla, thank you for your timeless work, your dedication, your commitment to our students. The program is stronger because of you, and I'm incredibly grateful for your leadership, your partnership, and the care you show our kids every single day. The only way we have been successful over the past 8 years is because of how well we work together. I can't think of a better person to end my career with, and I can't wait to meet you. You're welcome. This tie's gonna be ruined. And the most important person in the room, my wife, Nikki. There's absolutely no version of this career without you. She has supported me through long days, late nights, weekends, pass-offs in the middle of Sunday afternoon, competition, lesson planning Sundays, and more concerts than any of us can count. She carried the weight at home when our kids were young, so I give everything I had to this program. I'm so thankful that I stopped to talk to that young girl sitting by the lockers at the University of Arkansas over 30 years ago. Nikki, thank you for believing me, standing beside me, and making countless sacrifices that most people will never see. I'm so thankful for all the work that you have put in to make the end of my teaching career so special. I love you more than I can ever express. I hope that all of you have a Nikki in your life. She has made my life more special than I could ever hope to imagine for. I love you. As I step away, I do so with gratitude, pride, and a full heart. McDonald Middle School Band is in good hands, and its future is bright. I look forward to watching how all of you grow in the upcoming years, whether you're at McDonald or at North Mesquite. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this community for 20 years. McDonald Middle School will always be a part of who I am. And I just I can't begin to express how grateful I am for all of you. And I'm just going to end with once a Mustang, always a Mustang.
Thank